Hey everybody, my name is Ashley.
I'm Kaylin.
And this is Libatious Podcast. You can come closer if you want. I don't want to picture.
I don't want to touch you. What do you mean? It's been 1 year.
We gotta get our...
I'm not going to touch you.
Well, technically it's been a total of...
4.5 years.
Five years with wedding, marriage. With marriage and
Are we doing 4 years with? Is it 4 years with?
I'm gonna start because I was listening to this thing, and they were saying this person, like, they've been together for this much, and they've been married for this much time, and they said they just count like the total, so it's like till marriage and that, so it was like, okay. So we've been together for 5 years now. For us, it would be 5 years. 5 years.
Wow, that's a lot of years.
Because people, they're like, do you count, like, do you do, like, marriage and, like, you know,
for some
relationship? And people are like, that's too much. So we just do, like, we've been together for, like, we just sum it up. Like, we've been together for total for this much.
I always think it's kind of funny how sometimes people are put into relationships because they have a kid. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's how long you can figure out how long you've been together. Mm-hmm. Like, how old the kid is. Mm-hmm. It's like, I always think about that. I'm like, If we had a child, our child would have been 5 years old. If that was how this whole thing started, we would have had a 5-year-old right now. I was like, ugh.
Could you imagine us having a 5-year-old?
No,
I think
no.
We would be the same, but it would be like,
it would be the same.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it would be the same, but we also would be like,
how do I feed you?
Right, exactly. Yeah. How do I change your? No, I guess they don't get. Hopefully, by 5 years old, they should be potty trained.
Yeah, potty trained.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, we're not doing the whole.
Oh my god, no.
No.
No. Anyway, after this baby talk, welcome to the Libatious Podcast. You've stumbled upon this podcast, however you've stumbled upon it, whether it's someone sent it to you, we personally told you about it, and put it onto your phone.
Or you found us on not Snapchat.
Or you found it on TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, TikTok.
However you found us, however you were given access to this
wonderful
premium podcast, as we had said in another one.
What makes it premium?
What makes it premium? Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
To the Libatious Podcast. The intro. I don't know if it's the intro. Where we say our names, you know who we are, by our voices. So welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome. Everything's amazing. Excuse I can hear it in my headphones, but I don't know if, like, a lot of the times when I hear stuff in my headphones, like, I don't hear it in the recording. But if you can hear music in the background, just excuse that. It's gonna probably be a constant thing for a while. There's
a radio in the back. So, it's better than my dad mixing, but
yeah. So
I know we said like, maybe next episode we're gonna have our couch or a new setup, but we're waiting.
Did we say that?
Yeah.
We said we were gonna.
We said maybe next episode we may have our couch.
Yeah. Okay.
We're waiting. Because we gotta sell some stuff.
You'll figure it out. You'll find it.
It's be like a surprise. It'll be like, boom.
Yeah, when it happens, you'll see. Yeah.
We're gonna, like, not put ourselves. What was that one TikTok? It was like, don't put your
expectations. Don't have any expectations.
No. Like, don't put like your not expectations, but, like, don't put. What the fuck was that saying? Like, don't put your. Like, when you're trying to be like a boss, like, don't put your shit out there. Just
do it.
And just show up.
Actions speak louder than words. Yep.
So we're gonna stop doing that.
Make those actions speak.
So we're gonna stop putting what we're gonna do out there. We've grown. Like, our setup has grown.
Yeah.
Like, it's changed.
Oh, so, definitely. Yeah. Also, okay. Well, I just wanted. This is like housekeeping. So oh god,
this is our neighbor's dog.
Definitely hear that dog. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, housekeeping. Okay. Housekeeping. I just kept on saying housekeeping.
Yeah, you kept on.
I forgot. What was I gonna say? That dog got me.
I know.
Got me.
We're talking about the setup. And then
the setup. Oh shit.
I know. You were like housekeeping.
Oh, I wanted to talk about something.
You should have like kept on so I can like remind you.
So we took the video podcast off of Spotify.
Yeah.
Because this is the house because our ads weren't playing. Yeah. And I know everybody. I know nobody likes ads, but the prospect of us getting
any type
paid
of pay
for any kind of paid for this is what kind of keeps us going. Mm-hmm. So
not even like not the pay.
It's like we just do this as a hobby, but it's also is like if we want to spend any money on this, we don't spend our own money on.
We don't want to spend the money. We don't want to spend our own money. We want to get like something back from it. Go ahead.
But yeah, no. So ads are coming back to our normal podcast feature, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so if you're trying to watch the video portion on Spotify, that's why. Mm-hmm. But we are putting it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I'm working on an official Libatious YouTube account, but for now we're putting them on the Forever Read Well YouTube account. So just if you type in Libatious podcast whatever, or Libatious podcast episode whatever, it should pop up on YouTube.
But it'll be probably it's going to be the channel Read Well.
Yes, the channel is going to be Forever Read Well. So if you forever for whatever reason are like, this doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't want to watch it anyway, because sometimes we talk about stuff and I put references on the videos and stuff like that. All right, into housekeeping. Housekeeping done complete. Now for what we're drinking. So we're big fans of High Noon. And
it's gluten-free. I just read it.
It is gluten-free?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We're trying a little gluten-free thing just to see how...
my fitness coach, I did this whole thing, and she was like, maybe you are gluten sensitive. Mm-hmm. So we're trying for me to be gluten-free because we eat right Monday through Friday.
We eat Friday.
Saturday, Sunday, we usually
we do whatever,
yeah. And since me eating better throughout the week, better throughout the week, I'm still hella bloated.
Yeah,
my stomach is hella TMI, but I have to consider now we cook consistently for the past 7 months.
Yeah,
Monday through Friday, my stomach is always hella bloated, or I have to my stomach's really upset.
Yeah.
And my coach was like, maybe you might be gluten sensitive because a lot of stuff we do eat, obviously, it's gluten.
Yeah. Somebody's kung fu.
Not
kung
intense,
fu
but
right
just whatever. But now we're trying. But I do see a difference. It's only been a week.
A week,
kind of.
Yeah.
But you can see a difference. When we have a couple days of gluten-free meals, and then we had that one night of gluten.
Yeah.
A meal with gluten.
Just all gluten.
My stomach. Remember, I woke up the next day. I was
was it the pizza or something like that?
It was. I forgot what it was, but remember the next day I woke up and I was look, and you were I was do you see? Because
it could be.
I was do you see? And he was you also were yeah, I do see it.
Yeah, it could. It
so
could be.
She said it's just maybe. So I have to be consistent Monday through Sunday, which is hard because I love my pizza. I love chicken nuggets.
Gotta have the was the cauliflower crust pizza, whatever.
Yes.
But
it's just hard because now I gotta find I gotta go Trader Joe's instead of we go to Walmart because Walmart doesn't have a lot of gluten free. So we gotta go to Trader Joe's now. It's
gotta do it. Well, I mean, it's for your own health though too.
Anyways, High Noon.
So we have High Noon. So High Noon has a new I have
pack. Just leave it alone.
A new
It's called Poolside. No, tailgate.
Tailgate, yeah. Poolside
other one.
Tried that one, but tailgate. So I noticed like there's a trend with the High Noon is that they have a variety pack, but they always keep at least 2 of the original variety pack in there. So
what flavors you mean?
The flavors. So the original flavors that they have is black cherry and grapefruit, but the new flavors for tailgate, which I don't understand how this is like a tailgate flavor, but still, it's it seems like a fall flavor.
Can you tell the flavor, baby?
So what I have is peach.
And I have
not peach, pear. Sorry.
I have cranberry.
And cranberry. So,
which I don't. I think Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like fall, but
I'm like
pear. I don't know. Pear doesn't seem like
I see cranberry and I think of like what was the dress? No, not dress. What was that fucking right?
Like cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, with pears, I don't even know. Like pear isn't really a.
It's not a common thing.
I don't even
think.
Cheers
to the bears and the ones who aren't here.
Cheers. It's not bad.
It just tastes
Mine isn't bad. I mean, mine's kind of refreshing.
Mine's refreshing too.
Pears is like pears. Oh, you like the peach better? You want to switch?
You're gonna have the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna switch the next time.
Not bad. You can have another sip. I had another sip.
I'm fine. I'll have the cranberry.
I had tiny sip.
But what would you consider a peach? Like I feel like pear. I keep saying peach. I don't know why. But there's literally, I think of every fruit as like a kind of, it has like a category, but pear doesn't do that. Like strawberry, I would consider like kind of tropical. It could be kind of like tropical kind of thing. Pineapple, definitely tropical. Apples. I mean, I guess apples and pears would be the same thing.
Yeah.
It'd be similar.
Yeah.
It's like, I think of apples as, which you can eat apples and pears year round, but they only come out like during the fall. Like those are like the big fall thing. I don't know.
Whatever.
But I guess peach works with vodka, so.
Pear works with vodka, yep. Peach.
Why am I keep saying peach?
I don't know.
Why am I keep saying... They do have a peach flavor. I can't remember which one it had. Which one it was, but... Oh my god. I can't. Let's move on. Let's get out of here. Let's get away from the High Noons. But that's what we're drinking today. Amazing. High Noons. Delicious. This episode... Our template we have is a little bit... I went a little bit... I think I went a little bit more deep in this episode, just with some of the questions. And I don't know, it's like something that I kind of want to know from you, and I want us to discuss it. I don't know, but one of the first things that I was curious about is what would be your dream trip? Because we have trips coming up, and we have like trips. We have a trip planned.
Yeah.
Now, but we also like have dream trips, like trips that we want to do eventually. But what would your dream trip, if money was not an object, where would you want to go with where would you want to go, basically? Like what trip would you want to do, like if either in the United States or outside of it? Personally, I would like to go to Mars. I'm just kidding. No, I have one. I have one in my head, but you go first.
I tried it out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
I don't know.
Like, what do you have any?
I've
did you have
have
any?
To worry about money, so I don't know.
Yes, no, money is not an
money's
object.
Not an object.
Like it doesn't even have to be something that we're going to do, but just like something that you want to do.
I always want to go to Paris.
Paris? Yeah. You're gonna go see the Eiffel Tower and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's always been like my dream. Or like,
would you learn French to go there, or would you just try to like figure it out while you're
French
there?
is hard. It's not something you just pick up. Yeah, so that's why I think.
Would you like try to train yourself to be
Parisian people for a second. Who go there, Americans that travel, they don't know it, so it's kind of. It's true. But also, you gotta think like a lot of them. I think now because it's like a tourist type of place. I think at this point, I think they do have a lot of options, or they have like. They probably have people who speak English. You know what I mean? A lot of places, so you don't. It's more of a headache for both of you. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Paris, and then maybe I always want to go to Bahamas or Dominican Republic.
Dominican, like the islands, like in that area.
Yeah. Oops. Or my dad's friends, they went to Punta Cana. I was supposed to go last year. Right before we got married. No. Right before, or either
I think it was while we were dating. At least.
While we were dating, we were living together. We were living together.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go. I was like, I'm not. I was like, it was when we were still like trying to get financially stable. I was like, I'm not gonna risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's so. I want to go to Punta
Cana. So
Punta Cana, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean. It's on the interwebs now forevermore. So maybe those are. Well, I wanted to bring this stuff up because as we speak it, that's manifestation. You know.
Yeah. We can do it on Notions. Put on Notions.
I want to manifest all this kind of stuff for us. But
so where would you want to go?
So where I want.
Well, I know you want to go to a lot of places, but
there's so many places that I want to go to.
First
off, I probably would want, like, realistically, I would probably want to go to Canada. Oh, yeah, I want to go. I was going to say the Grand Canyon, but I feel like that would be, that would be offensive.
Right.
But I want to go I want to go to your Grand Canyon, yeah, definitely.
I do want to go. I wish we could make it into, how far is that from where we're going to be?
I've been to the Grand Canyon from Vegas. It was about an hour.
But we have to get a car though.
That's expensive.
Have to get no, it's too expensive.
Yeah, we had to get a thing, but
but they're expensive right now.
We should go to Grand Canyon.
Yeah, we should.
We can just go to Arizona on our own, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I bet there's a bunch of
hopefully
I bet there's a bunch of Airbnbs
nearby.
Near-ish
but anyways,
the Grand Canyon.
Besides that, go ahead.
So outside of the U.S., I want to go. Money's no object. I want to go to. For some reason, I've always wanted to really go to Ireland.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Ireland.
I don't know what it is that's calling me there. Like we did the 23andMe thing, and I apparently have like what was it 23% Irish?
Like 15, 20.
Yeah, like something 20. Like that. 20.
We gotta do mine.
Yeah, we should. We'll put it on the podcast. We'll put it. We'll go through the whole list.
No, we'll do it on Forever We Well. Like we will.
Forever Weed Well.
Read well. YouTube.
Yeah. So So I've always wanted to go to Ireland, but then also I wanted to go to. I mean, obviously I have 2 tattoos.
Yeah.
Of Egypt, ancient Egyptian like hieroglyphics. So I want to go to Egypt, but it's like one of those things where the more research that I do,
the less you want to go.
Not the less I want to go. It's more I have to make sure.
Be on our P's and Q's, like being.
Yeah,
we gotta learn jujitsu before we go
there. Not necessarily jujitsu, but I just can't be nice. I can't be a nice tourist. Because apparently,
so you need your wife.
We both need to be our heads on a swivel. Because apparently, there's like guys at the pyramids who are like, your fingers hurting.
My nails hurting. Go ahead.
Apparently, there's guys at the pyramids coming up and is like, and they'll like. Tried to charm you. They'll like be like, "Oh, where are you from?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm from Chicago,"
but I'm not that person.
Like, or United States, or I probably if somebody's asking me like anything, I'd be like, "No, sorry, never mind." But if you say you're from Chicago, they'll start calling you Chicago. It's like, "Hey, Chicago, come on, we get like you can. I know your feet are tired from walking around. Let's get you can get on my camel and we can walk around." But then they charge you for every single thing that they do. That kind of thing. So I have to make sure that I'm heads on a swivel. Yeah. But I really do want to go. I really want to go to the pyramids, like at least once in my life. Just like that's one thing where it was like I want to just see how gigantic and everything is, and like put it into context, that kind of thing. But yeah, I guess that's me. Yeah. That's what I would want to do.
I think probably Punta Cana would be like the
Punta Cana for you.
No, but like the easiest for us to like get off our list right now for both of us. I think it'll be the easiest thing right now.
Is it Punta?
Punta Cana. It's Punta. It's P-U-N.
Oh, in. Okay. Because
Punta Cana. Punta.
Because Punta I know. Cana. Of course, obviously the first Spanish word.
Punta Cana.
The first Spanish word that I learned was a curse word, which was puta. P-U-T-A. Oh, he's listening to me. Oh, I have to be quiet.
Punta Cana. Yeah, Punta Cana.
Yeah, it's Punta Cana. Type in puta. P-U-T-A. Puta.
P-U-T-A? Puta?
Mm-hmm. P-U-T-A. Apparently that's bitch in Spanish.
What is puta? Apparently. What does puta mean?
What is it? Puta.
Whore.
Puta.
Yeah. Whore. It means whore.
Whore. Ooh, even worse. Even worse.
You dirty whore.
Yeah, you dirty whore.
You dirty whore.
Oh, shit. So yeah,
shit, my finger.
I was taught that meant bitch in Spanish, but even worse. Even worse. I don't know. Like I feel like that's in English. Bitch is that. It's
like women are like now like okay, I'm a bitch, whatever.
I'm that bitch. Like, I'll forever be that bitch.
It's like when people say, like, when they call a fat woman or whatever fat, they're like, give me a better excuse. Like, give me another bad. Like,
just other than. Because I know you've called people heifers before. Or you and your mom. I've heard your mom say it before too. Heifer.
It's like calling them a bitch. It's not saying a bitch. It's like this heifer.
Yeah, but it's like it's also heifer is just like
fat.
That's also cow.
Yeah.
That's a cow, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it's like, this heifer. You know what I mean? Like,
cows are pretty
bitch.
big.
But it's not saying bitch, like, this heifer.
Yeah.
I gotcha. This heifer.
That makes sense.
He's heifer.
This heifer. But yeah, no.
It's the easier way.
I always.
Cleaner way instead of saying bitch. Like, this heifer.
Punta Cana. Punta. You gotta make sure you have that in there. There. Because, actually, I don't remember what Cana even means in Spanish, but. It might just be. It probably is like shore or something like that.
Cradle. Cuna.
Cradle.
Means cradle.
What does punta mean?
Right.
Oh wait, what does Punta Cana actually mean? Because I just know, because it definitely does not mean whore or prostitute cradle. I think punta.
There's no definition.
Oh no. It doesn't translate?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
so let me just do punta.
Okay. It's probably like
tip.
Tip's cradle.
Punta.
Tip cradle.
Tip cradle.
It's called that's what Punta Cana means. Tip cradle.
What an island name. Punta Cana tip cradle.
Tip cradle.
Oh, I sound Jamaican.
Tip cradle.
Tip cradle.
Call me now.
Call me now.
Call me now.
What's that Jamaican woman's name? She was like, my name is. And she was supposed to be like the
Yeah, she was the psychic. Yeah, the psychic. Yeah. I just listened to a thing called Fraudsters. That was like their first thing.
What was her name?
I forget. Madam. Oh no, wait a minute. What was it? What was it? No, don't call your mom.
Call her.
She's right there. You could just walk out of the door right now.
Recording.
Hold on.
Right now. She
gonna
know.
I'll find it first. I'm about to find this first. Hold on. Nope.
Jasmine, right? Jasmine something.
No. What? Oh, they have 50. Wow, they have a lot of episodes.
You know the psychic? It was like, what's her name?
Cleo.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name's Cleo, right? Cleo.
Wasn't it just like...
Call me now.
What was her name? Like,
Call me now. Madam Cleo or something like
Cleo?
that? Miss Cleo. It was Miss Cleo.
Yeah.
I'm reading it right now. Miss Cleo.
Kaylin says Miss. Okay, we're trying to beat. I was like, my mom might know.
Miss Cleo.
It's Miss Cleo. Yeah. The fraud.
Yeah, Miss Cleo. Yep. Calling me now.
The fraud after 20 years of being on TV.
Calling me now.
Okay, we're recording.
Calling me now. Right. Yeah, we're literally recording right now.
Calling me now.
Record me now.
Miss Ashley.
Miss Ashley. Yeah, no, you're Miss Ashley. Yeah, you're the so anyway.
Miss Reedwell.
Anyway, so
Reedwell.
Now we've all learned. The more you know, the more you know. Punta Cana means tip cradle.
Yeah, tip cradle.
Tip cradle.
Tit
cradle. Tit cradle. That's what this is.
You went right.
Oh, sorry.
Went into my bad now.
Look
at it. Look how bad I look.
That's this. That's me doing this. Oh wow. Yep.
The pink is where it's still attached.
Yep. That's really far in. That's not good.
Well, I was like, it's probably. I told her how I see a lot of it lifted it. She was like, it might be a nail growing under there. It might just like fall off. It might just like peel. I was like, that's disgusting. She was like, never know. I'm at the bed.
No,
she was like, never know.
Never knew. Whatever. I'll see you later. Good night. She's like, good night. I'm going to bed.
I keep getting lashed. Like, maybe we should cut it off. I was like, or cut it lower. I was like, but I don't want to cut it too low because I don't want it to crack because I got that crack. I don't want to cut it and then it starts peeling up more.
Yeah.
So I would keep getting latched onto my pants.
No, don't do that.
But yeah, as I said many episodes ago, this finger got smashed and now it's falling. My nail. My mom said, the nail's probably gonna fall off. I mean, Kaylin said, you're lying.
Like 2 months ago.
She didn't lie. It's falling off.
She knew.
Slowly.
She has the experience.
Slowly.
I wonder whose nail got smashed.
I can lift it up. My nail's not attached to the skin. I have like one portion that's still attached to the skin that's holding on. But I don't know why.
We already had a disgusting episode
disgusting would be going up to the camera and showing it.
No, the disgusting episode I'm talking about is the cum jar. That's disgusting.
But
anyway,
we're gonna get my mom's reaction. We're gonna get my mom's reaction to that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna maybe put it on TikTok.
We'll put it on TikTok. Yeah, we'll have to record it. Yeah.
We have to get a.
I mean, we
Libatious
have to make
TikTok. I think.
You want to make a Libatious TikTok?
I think it'll be good.
All right, we can do that.
Because it'll be instead of like doing it on our personal. Our personal is our personal.
That's true. We should make. Yeah, that's true. So look out for that.
Anyways,
we'll make a thing, but I do want to bring up a different topic. I made notes for something that we.
I'm confused.
I made notes for something that we recently watched, and that movie was called Morbius, the living vampire.
Okay, he has notes. Pause. I'm looking at the camera. I'm spiking the camera for this one.
Spike it.
But we have a whole ass Libatious podcast thing, but he hasn't fucking make notes.
I just wrote Morbius on our topics.
Okay.
But I have.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have questions.
We have multiple things.
How much do we have on the timer there?
Timer.
The timer has about 5 minutes to go.
Okay. I can bring it up. So Morbius, the notorious Morbius, as many people call it.
Myself.
Yes, myself. As I've said.
Myself.
As I've said before, i.e., just right now, Morbius has kind of gone into infamy because also Morbius was just giving it its due credit. It was supposed to come out in 2020. Mm-hmm. So, but because of everything that happened in 2020, the entire plague,
how shitty it was.
The entire plague, as they say in Wisconsin, the plague.
Doesn't make how bad it was.
No, they
had plenty of time to fix it up.
They figured it out with Batman. With
exactly.
Was it just The Batman? I think this was called, right? With Robert Pattinson.
That was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, that was good. But Morbius,
they lost it.
Morbius, they tried, but
it was rushed. I feel like they rushed.
I have a whole list. I have a list
of complaints. Is this complaints?
It's not complaints. It's just questions. It's just questions about the entire
show?
the thing, but
the shit show.
I would say so. off the bat, let's talk like this. Let's give it a star rating. What would you give it as a star rating? We sat through the entire thing.
For effort, 1 to 5 stars.
1 to 5.
Effort.
Yes.
Because I saw where they wanted to be.
Yeah, it tried. They tried really hard.
I would give them a 3 for trying.
3.
That's being generous.
Okay. I give it like a 2.5.
3. No.
I say. Are you saying for effort?
Effort. Yeah,
okay.
Effort
3. That makes sense. Yeah, I think
we're
effort
both,
would be.
And I don't yell. We're both yelling.
Sorry. Yeah.
For effort, I would give it a 3.
Yes.
Because I saw where they wanted to be.
To go home.
Okay. I saw the effort where they wanted to be. Mm-hmm. They wanted to be like how. Sorry, Mom. You're gonna hear. You may not hear.
We're hearing TikTok memes
okay,
in the background. Anyway,
I saw they wanted to be the level of like Spider-Man.
I mean, DC is still trying.
But this one's supposed to be. It's supposed to be part of DC. No, they said
it's DC. It's
Marvel.
It's an association with Marvel, so it's the same thing as Venom. So Venom is the same.
Right, but Venom is besides the second movie. But yeah. But anyways,
which Venom? Oh God, the second movie Venom. It's like, oh God.
Anyways. You can see like
we're breaking up, Eddie.
So like you saw like they wanted to be where the other movies were, but you can tell like the beginning of it they thought it out, but the rest of it not even the beginning. The beginning of it was like, okay, we're gonna be like the sick man. He wanted to make him and his friend better, and after that,
spent his entire life.
And after that, it just
finding a
they
cure.
want to rush it because like, oh shit, COVID's over. Now we have to hurry up and get it out because now we don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah.
Not over, but COVID now like it's slipped to the point where we can continue to like make this movie.
Yeah.
And it's like you guys had plenty of time. Fucking Batman and all these movies that were being made during COVID.
To actually edit it.
What it was multiple movies we saw that were made through COVID and they were much better than this. And I don't know.
Except for The Bubble.
And a lot of this, it was like the fucking him like going fast and all that. You know what I mean? Like
him flying, the flying. Which honestly, I commend.
Be cool.
I commend the VFX because like to figure out how that would look. But his.
Oh wait, we can wear our bags in here.
Oh yeah, we can just put them.
Anyways.
But the fact, just like all that kind of stuff.
It was just not.
It was just you can see. You could see what they were trying for, but you like just watching it is just kind of like
D- minus for effort.
No, you said 3.5. Or three stars.
3 stars for trying. I'm saying like just D for just okay.
D for your final score.
Yeah, and then for the entire movie, probably like a 1.5 because it was like too
many slow motion scenes.
We can okay. So we finished Morbius.
So in all honestness, we did just take a break. And we asked about I wanna go home.
My mom thought the person was saying I want a good home.
I mean, we all do. But she was trying to figure out what they were saying. That's why she kept playing it over and over again.
If you don't hear it, that's what we were laughing at earlier.
Yeah, I mean.
But Morbius, we knew it was shitty because it got to Netflix way too fast.
And also
usually it goes to like movies.
It goes to internet knows.
Goes to theaters, then Prime for like, if it's shitty, $1 or $2.99 per renting. Yeah. And then it gets Netflix like maybe like 5 months after that. It went from theaters to Netflix. That's when you know it's
pretty much right there. Well, there's also. Did you hear about the meme? Or not the meme, but everybody was kind of because
they went because see how bad it was.
No, because it was so bad. But it was bad. They took it off of theaters.
We gotta get better mics.
Yeah, we do.
To like isolate us like talking loud.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get that one splitter. The one thing. The one thing we'll talk about later.
So Morbius was so bad that they took it out of theaters like a few weeks after they put it into theaters.
Yeah, and people talking about it.
But people were talking about it, and people started playing it on Twitch. Like, people started just streaming having, like, they were like, we're morbing up. It's a morbing up.
Yeah, they were talking shit about it, and they're like, oh, people love it.
Yeah, so they thought people loved it, so they put it back in theaters and nobody went. Idiots, nobody went because they didn't want to pay money to watch something they could watch on the stream.
Right, for free.
Which is why we watched it it's on Netflix now, and that's why, this is the only reason why we watched it. Because technically we didn't have to pay for it. We paid for it with our subscription, but whatever.
That's totally different.
So this is what I think. So I have these questions, which I think is what makes Morbius a little bit bad these are the burning questions in my head after watching it for the first time. The first one is Milo. Just the name Milo. They establish it in the beginning of the movie. Michael Morbius, whatever his name is, they're both suffering from this blood condition, like this blood condition,
life or death,
and he was like, life or death thing is like, you'll die if you're not treated, that kind of thing. If he said, you'll die if you don't get an oil change every few days or whatever like that. So they have to have a blood transfusion. So the new kid who turns out to be his best friend throughout life.
Not Vincent, but like Vincent.
His name was like Lucian or something like that.
Yeah, and he was like,
it's like Lucian.
And he was like, another Milo.
He was like, but my name's Lucian. And he was like, but
it's like another Milo.
Yeah, right. It's like everybody. So Michael Morbius, the guy,
he's been there for years.
So Morbius.
Yeah.
So he's been there for forever. But like the person who sits next to him in the chair.
Roommate,
basically
bedmate, like
the bedmate.
They're next to each other. Yeah,
like if you're thinking of a hospital bed, is the hospital bed next to you without a curtain. But yeah, so he calls them Milo, which I'm like, okay, that's his name for he's a kid.
He calls them Milo because he's like, there's been so many before you. I don't want to learn.
I'm not going to attach.
Name.
Yeah,
but what got us is like, that guy who's been around fucking for like 20 years. Yeah, the doctor named everybody Milo.
The doctor keeps on calling him Milo, and it's like, that's not his name though. His name is Lucian.
Even the doctor was like, Milo.
Yeah, he keeps saying Milo.
And he answered he's still like, now they're grown men, and he still answers to Milo. Yeah, he doesn't say like, I'm Lucian. He's like, my Milo.
We didn't.
Like, what the fuck?
They didn't explain that. They didn't. I feel like they didn't explain that. So, and then also,
well, they did, because
they kind of explained it. He was like, everyone's Milo to me.
He was like, the one before you was Milo. He was like,
you're just the latest Milo.
Yeah, you're just the latest Milo. He was like, we'll see how long you last. Another one, he lasted.
Which is So okay, but also there's a lot of slow mo.
Can you grab me the other one?
There's an entire scene where they're on the subway, and Milo is running.
This is when they're vampires, right?
Is running at they're vampires. He's running at him, and it's like 2 minutes, an entire like 2 minutes of slow mo, where he's just discovering there's a train coming. They're in the subway. There's a train coming. He's like, oh, I can fly on like.
No, because the doctor, what's his name? Michael Morbius. Morbius. He realized that like the echo, what's it called? What do you call it? Echo location. Like he realized that before, and then while he was like chasing him, when the fuck Milo was chasing
Milo, was
Morbius. He realized that he can use that echolocation to fly, and then the sub was coming, and he was like, oh, I can use this to help me fly, and he like went in front of me. He was like, hey, start
slow motion.
And he went in front of the train.
And then he jumped in front of the train, and then he can fly. He can fly on
the way, like the sound of the
not even the sound. It was just apparently it was.
I don't know.
They didn't even explain. They didn't explain that.
We're making our own explanation. It was the sound or the vibration from whatever.
Fuck. There's like wind tunnel. There's like a wind thing that he can like ride on top of, and that's how he flies. Okay.
They rushed a lot of the movie, and it's like this is why people hate it, because you can't rush this shit.
There's so much.
Also, they better not fucking rush when they bring Blade in for Marvel. They better not rush like Blade. You know, like
no, Blade has to have his own movie. Yes. He has to have his own. He
has like two by himself, like before.
He has to have his own movie, and he has to also talk to the guy with the ebony blade, Kit Harington.
They're probably gonna like have him talk to him, and then have him do his own movie, and like kind of like trail back to that.
Yeah.
Like how they usually do for like.
Yeah, and like Marvel. Go back and forth, that kind of thing. Yeah, like figure it out. Okay, so this is a little bit of spoilers. So there's his girlfriend, Morbius's girlfriend, dies.
Not even his girlfriend. It was just his assistant. And he realized he had feelings for her.
Yeah. So she dies, but she's like
she sacrificed herself because Milo was like, I think Milo was like low key in love with.
Yeah,
Michael.
He is obsessed with Michael. Yeah, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with Morbius.
Now it's just me and you. We can be together forever.
We need to. Yeah, now we can be vampires together.
Forever. We'll be together forever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So he basically kills.
He got jealous because he realized that he has someone else in his life besides
him.
Milo realized that Michael has someone else in his life besides him.
M's too. They really have a lot of M's. Yeah. M names.
So I think it was because he was like, call his name
Maverick,
so he can find
too many M names. Maverick. Ugh.
Call his name so he knows that I had you. That's what Milo said to the girl, and she called him, and then he pretty much had her like on the brink of death, and she cut her neck or something. So Morbius can feed, because he refuses to like.
He didn't want to drink human blood.
He knew if he did that he would like.
He wouldn't be able to
Milo.
Back. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to come back.
So he did feed off of her, and the end of the movie was like her opening her eyes. Yeah, and I think he sensed that.
She opens her eyes and they're red, and it's
I think he sensed that, right?
That was my question.
Right,
it was is she a vampire now? Yeah. Is she one of them now? Yeah. So it was like, also this was a thing where it was like he was trying to cure this blood disease, and it's like technically he did cure it, but it also there's the side effects is that he is a vampire. It's like you're destined.
I mean, you kind of should realize that you're fucking using vampires that eat people.
Yeah, and also, so that was my next thing. I have a lot more. I have a few more, but I feel like we need to move on.
Sure.
I'll move on, but you brought up the man-eating bats.
I'm sorry. I don't know. That beginning of the ugh.
The the beginning of the movie, he's trying to figure out. He was like these. Yeah. So they call them vampire bats. And I know I know about vampire bats from my zoo books. Remember when you were a kid? Zoo books, whatever the commercial is like. They're like, yeah, you get this subscription to zoo books, and you get to learn about all these different fucking animals. It's like amazing. So I learned from zoo books that vampire bats actually just kind of like they fly up to like a sleeping cow, and they like hop up, and they just kind of like stab them with their teeth.
Really?
Yeah, they stab them with their teeth, and they have this little like anesthetic in their teeth too, so the animal doesn't wake up from pain, and they just drink a little bit of blood, just enough to fill them up, and then they just pop out and they like fly back around.
That's kind of cool.
In Morbius, they make it. They can bring down, like, these bats can bring down a full-size man in like 30 seconds or something like that. And it's like, are you like? Do you even?
But not me. I call them into my weird chamber where I'm standing in.
The bat chamber.
I'm already gonna die.
Right.
And they just bite me and then next scene I am in my. What was it? I am in my lab, and they're in a tunnel.
It's he also.
I was like, sir, you legit saying you're dying, but how they not kill you? Yeah. They legit were biting you.
The tube of bats.
I'm spiking the camera because right now I'm just like, how?
We're talking to you directly.
Was it TikTok? How?
Why? Why?
I'm so fucking.
Why? You know have you seen that meme? There's like a pastor going, why? But anyway, yeah, no. He literally has a tube in the middle of his lab with a bunch of fucking vampire bats that just kind of like spin in a circle. And I'm like, why would you? What? Vampire bats don't have to sleep. Like literally,
why did Mary send us this?
Literally, the beginning of the
thing.
Spooky, like scary skeletons. Because she has to have an official. I mean, we were gonna go to their Halloween thing anyway.
I'm gonna come I'm already coming.
Yeah, immediately. But anyway, that was Morbius. So we watched. So long. I mean. Long story, kind of short, at this moment in time right now. Long story long. Morbius was interesting. If you want to catch it on Netflix, definitely watch it now because it's free if you already have a Netflix account. But I would not pay for it.
No, it's not worth it.
But it's definitely one of those things.
If you have a friend that has Netflix, and use their Netflix account.
If you wanted to watch it in spurts, like watch like 10 minutes at a time, it'd be fine. Like you don't have to watch the entire thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know that. For not loving Morbius, we talked a lot about it. But anyway,
it was so shitty.
I mean, if you're excited,
the next movie we watched, we had a movie. We had a movie night. Every Sunday is our movie night.
Yeah,
so
Sunday
we watched Morbius. Luckily, we watched that last. No, we watched that first.
We watched that first because we had to get it out of the way. We had to watch it. No, we had to get it out of the way. Did we? We watch that first? Oh no, we watched that last. We watched the next one. Yeah, first.
So we've been trying to go to the movies to watch this next movie because we love fucking Marvel.
Love Marvel.
And we haven't gone to the movies in a long time. And then it was like, no, week before prior, I was like, it's on
Disney Plus. Yep.
And you were
Disney
like, what
Plus.
the fuck? And I was like, we have to watch it. What we're talking about is Thor.
Love and Thunder.
It is so fucking good. Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Also, I'm kind of mad because I've been watching some YouTube things and they taken out like some parts of it, like you know how the beginning of it he's like meditating.
Yep.
The skit of that is much longer. They cut it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's much longer. Like he's doing like and then the alien lady.
Yeah.
She starts like
meditating with him. Yeah.
No, not she just looks at him. She starts. She's weird.
Yeah, because she's an empath kind of thing.
Like doing. Yeah. He's like, what? And the other guy's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
And then he's like, trying to get him out, and then Thor like, don't touch me. It's much longer. It's much longer than what they showed.
Yeah.
I gotta show you. I'll show you later. But it's much longer. But the movie was really good.
It's so good.
It's full circle. It shows that he's not this fucking like airhead.
Yeah, it's silly.
With his girlfriend, like.
Oh yeah.
It showed he's not an airhead, man. He's a guy who
doesn't like emotions. He tries to push off his emotions and stuff like that.
He wants to have a good time, but he wants to feel loved. But he doesn't want the
attachment.
Not attachment, but he doesn't want the hard, like the scary emotions of being in love. He wants the good.
He wants the good
time. He doesn't want the bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Jane was his everything. He like it shows like he would go through the good and the bad for her, but he sadly lost her.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting to see because a lot of Marvel is like, okay, well we're gonna jump ahead and like literally jump ahead in time and everything's like kind of going around, but you don't realize that all these characters that we don't see in the movies,
the backstory of it,
are having this whole thing. It was literally
him and Jane.
Literally him and Jane. You're like, okay, well
they were there for 5 years, pretty much. It seemed like
they were like, okay, so if you're just watching the Thor movies, it's like, okay, so they got together in the first Thor movie, and they kind of have this big thing that happened to them in the second Thor movie.
He left, but it seemed like,
and then they're broken up in the third Thor movie.
It seemed like he how she was like, oh, where'd you go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that spans 2 years, and they're like, oh, they were together for 2 years, and nobody thinks about that until this movie, and they're like, oh yeah, so remember when they were dating for 2 years? That's we're gonna do a kind of big span of oh, this is how they were when they were
but it sucks that it shows they both were scared of
super commitment
with each other. They were scared of being hurt instead of saying I love you, I don't want to lose you.
Yeah.
let's try to see if we can work this out. It was like, no, we're gonna put ourselves more into our work and then lose what we don't want to lose.
Yeah, and it's like it's also I don't know, like Taika Waititi, the Korg. So he was the guy who wrote that movie. Okay. So he like producer, director, everything like that.
Which one's Korg?
The rock guy. Hello, it's me, Korg.
He's I didn't realize that my body regenerates.
Yeah, he was like, so apparently, Korgians, I remember what the race is. It was like Korgians, they're the only conscious part of them is their face.
Yeah.
And I'm still here.
That was fucking beautiful.
But with Thor.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Like
it also shows kind of like it shows
the softer side of him.
It's also really nuanced, where it's like you think of him as like he's a god, so he doesn't really have to care about anything.
But he wants a family.
Yeah, he wants a
wife. He wants kids. He wants to have the friends and like the good, like how Guardians of the Galaxy have they have the tight knit group of people. Like he wants that.
He wants that. Yeah, but it really highlights. It's really interesting because it highlights how many people he loses. Because he lost his mom. He lost his dad. He lost his brother
multiple times.
No,
he actually finally lost his brother.
Thinks that he loses his brother, but then he actually loses his brother in front of him. He loses Heimdall. He loses his best friend. And like basically everybody he cared about is gone, killed.
But now I think, well, we were saying the one woman, the black woman.
Actually, Heimdall's son gets a really good. I love that.
I think that's gonna be obviously. He helps it. He has like the mom and the thing, but I think the queen of New Asgard.
Yeah.
That's his Valkyrie. I think that's his best friend.
Yeah, that's his best friend. Which also I was like,
I love how they were like, you think I'm thinking? I think we're thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love how she like you can tell like I think she's bi because she was like. Cause because me and you were like,
sure.
Because I think she made her and him. They have kind of a weird
like
vibe
a flirt
going.
Kind of thing. She was like, nah. Like with him, she was like, nah.
So we're on the same team. He was like, yeah.
He was like, yeah.
But
for sure.
I think because now Jane might be gone. We may see. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely in Ragnarok when they both blow up all the ships and they jump back in and they like kind of go chest to chest and they're like looking at each other like
it was like sexual tension.
They're like looking at each other like, ooh, we did a bunch of like active stuff and now should we be more active? That kind of thing. But yeah, I don't. We're not
getting to the point of the movie, but the movie is beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
It's like a full circle. It's like it shows how he's more than what we. He's more of a more than muscle airhead man.
I need to watch more Taika Waititi stuff. Like I've been wanting to watch Jojo Rabbit, which is an entire thing.
We're talking about this movie right now.
But Thor,
we suggest it. It was a 10 out of 10.
I would say, if we're doing the same Morbius,
we'll do 1 to 5. 1 to 5. So it was 5
out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5.
I would say. Yeah.
5. It was 5. 5 out of 5. It was 5. But
yeah. Since like Ragnarok was like 5 out of 5, I would say, and so everything that Taika Waititi has like done since then, I think is good. But that's So we went on both sides of the spectrums. So
shitty and amazing.
Morbius is kind of shitty. Morbius is kind of shitty, and then whatever it's called.
We suggest
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
You should if you have a Disney Plus account. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you.
No, you're fine. Disney Plus, definitely watch it. If not, that's worth spending the money for. I think because we love movies and shows, I think we might start. I think we should start doing like a segment for like what we'll
do a show podcast.
We always do. No, we always like talk about it, but I'm saying like we should just do a segment like we talk about the shows and stuff we watch because we started slacking, but we started getting back on like watching shows and stuff.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back.
So we're back. Winters and fall and winter is when we like get full force because usually summer we're out and
we're actually trying to do stuff.
We're out in the streets. But yeah.
Speaking of Marvel though.
Yeah, so Marvel. We get up every morning. before I go to work. Was it Wednesdays or Thursdays?
Thursdays.
Thursdays
is, yeah.
We hate... Okay, so I have my alarm go off. Usually, my alarm goes off at 5:30. No, 5:15. It goes off at 5:30. And we get in bed at 6. I'm just kidding. Like 5:45. I get out at 5:45. You get up at 6.
Yeah, because you... Oh, I usually get out of...
you're up, but you wait until...
Yeah.
You wait until I get out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I...
Yeah, you do all that.
I do all my goods. I do all my goods.
And then usually it's like...
Meaning I shit, wash my hands, wash my face, brush my teeth.
All your stuff. You do all your stuff, and then by around like 5:45. Because as soon as I put my foot on the floor, when I wake up, I have to pee. Yeah. I have to pee.
I know. That's why you wait.
Bladder, yeah, that's why I have to stay in the bed and wait, because my body shuts my bladder down completely.
Yeah, but anyway, on Thursdays we watch, but we have to stop.
Sorry. We
have to get up at 5, either 5:15 or 5:30 to watch She-Hulk, because it's 30 minutes, and if we wait until it's 6 o'clock, it doesn't. I start getting ready for work, like to leave at 5:30, because I do my hair, I get dressed, and I leave like 20 minutes later, so we can't do it at
6:30.
Yeah. So we both start watching. We have to get a fucking bed at like 5 o'clock technically. And
yeah, we have to. Yeah.
She-Hulk is so fucking good.
It is
rated. What we're rating 1 out of 5. It's fucking 5.
It's a 5. Yeah, it makes us laugh the entire time. It's one of those things. It's like it literally is a comedy, like Law and Order type comedy. But it has like, it's one of those things. It was like, for like a couple of the episodes, I was like, okay, when are we gonna get to her being a superhero and shit? But I think it's one of those things where it's like they're trying to do a little slow burn kind of thing, where she really is. It's the hero's journey kind of thing, where she's this is thrust upon her. And she's like, I really don't want to do this. I want to just live my life. I just want to do this thing that I live my life.
She's like, ill superhero.
Right.
Gross.
And she they're slowly like putting things on her. Like the last episode that we just watched was, she was sued, or she had to sue to keep her She-Hulk moniker. Yeah, what she didn't want. Because somebody had started using She-Hulk as like a perfume, that kind of thing. Titania. Which in the comics, apparently, I think I've told you this before, but for anyone listening, in the comics, apparently, Titania and She-Hulk,
they're frenemies.
Are like frenemies, and
they're legit. They're like, they are BFFs, but they keep each other in check. Yeah, they're like. Right. Like, you're not that great. It's like, okay, I'll fucking beat you up, bitch.
Yeah. And so, like, literally, like, there's apparently, I guess it's a recent comic? I don't know, because I've seen it, I saw it on Reddit at least once. Mom's song. I wanna go. That's his song? That's a song? You gonna play that? I should play it. But, apparently in the comics, I don't know if it's recent or not, but I've seen it when I saw it on Reddit. There is a word. Is it right there? Oh my god.
We'll wait till we're done. Wait till we're done. Okay.
Oh god. But apparently, yeah, there was an entire scene where they're just beating the crap out of each other, and somebody's like, beat her ass, She-Hulk, or something like that.
We can't even like give too much of the show because it's on what, episode 3?
No, it's like episode 5.
Yeah, but we can't give too much because like
we don't want to give too much. Yeah, it's good.
I feel like the frenemy is building up. Well, but the ending of this latest episode, you saw the mask of Daredevil.
But also the comics.
Yeah, but
they might.
Daredevil. I don't think he wasn't involved in the comics, right? He wasn't.
No, he does. No, She-Hulk is like in everything. Everything,
right? So yeah,
she just gets included in everything.
I can't. I want them to be together. I think they'd be a great couple.
I think Daredevil's too frail to be. Honestly,
no, he's not. He's not too frail. He had to deal with a fucking messy ass bitch, the one he was in love with.
Not frail, but
he would love his person. No, he's a sarcastic asshole, and she's sarcastic biatch.
That's true. I think they would. They would be good together.
They're both sensitive souls.
Also, because he's blind, he wouldn't be like all the people that she dated on the Tinder. whatever Marvel's Tinder is.
He would love whatever side she was.
Yeah, he'd be like, I get to feel all the curves no matter what.
Because he was like, you're a great asset. And like, when she was She-Hulk and she was like herself. And she was like, I think I like him. And him, like him being him, like he feels like he senses that because he has his like great abilities. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care like what shape or what what size she was at that moment.
I want them to bring back Daredevil so bad. Oh my god!
I think
they need to bring back the Daredevil show.
They're going on Disney, so they probably might bring. If they're putting on She-Hulk, they have to bring him back now.
They should, yeah. With his the only hang up I had on Daredevil was how long it took him to get his actual like Daredevil suit.
It was like season 5.
It was like it was the end of season 1. I think he got.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not saying it was
so long.
I'm joking. Like outside season 5, but like it took forever for him to get his thing. There's nowhere like other like Marvel any type of like superhero. You know what I mean? It's like they get it pretty fast, but him, it took him forever.
Oh, it's the second episode of this season.
But it shows like
time to get my original suit.
I guess I wanted to show like it. The superhero doesn't get their suit that fast.
Well, also Daredevil. I commend them for their stuff where it's like it's flashing.
Yeah.
So for Daredevil, I get that because it was like they really wanted to show like this is actually how the struggle of a superhero. Yeah, exactly, because like they had to take like if you watch Daredevil, like when they get hit.
Try to find me?
No, I'm saying when they get hit, people take breaks. Yeah. Like Daredevil is like beating the shit out of people, but they both people are like, this hurts. Like they like kind of sit down and like, I'm hurting. I need to take a breather. That kind of thing. It was like they don't really show that in any other like superhero or anything.
But yeah.
So anyway.
We will we're gonna cut this again.
We gotta cut it off.
We have batteries flashing.
We can talk for like 15 hours.
We love Marvel.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So please like, rate, and subscribe. We will see you again. We might switch things up, but we'll keep you guys in the link.
For now, watch the podcast on our YouTube.
Forever Read Well.
Forever Read Well.
We will let you guys know we're going to switch over to Libatious Pod.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yep.
We eventually get our TikTok for Libatious.
Get ready for that.
But it'll be easier just to have it so we don't have to, whatever. We're not going to talk shop with you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So please like, rate, and subscribe. Please share with friends and family. Please listen
all the way through.
All the way through.
Listen to our
and
ads.
Also like rate on Apple Pod, comment on Apple Pod. Don't be negative Nancy's and being assholes because you don't like us, because you're being negative, because you just don't like other personalities. Fuck you.
There's a black Little Mermaid. Deal with it, motherfucker.
But yeah, like and subscribe. We love you guys. We will talk and see you next time. Bye.